Welcome students, this is Ravi Shankar. So in our last video I have dealt you with logarithms. How to solve a problem with logarithm. The first and the foremost basic concept that we are in need to study physics. So today let us move on with some of the common formulae that are being used in physics from algebra. So already you might have studied all these formulas, but let us recall what are the common formulae. There is plural for formula, which we are going to use in physics for application purposes. So the first formula that I have to deal is, the first formula, what is a plus b the whole square? So a plus b whole square can be written as a square plus 2ab plus b square. Similarly, what is the second one? Let us consider a minus b the whole square. So you got a square minus 2ab plus b square. What is the third formula? I can consider a plus b plus c. Instead of two coordinates, if you are having three coordinates, a plus b plus c the whole square, then the expansion is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. This is a plus b plus c the whole square. The fourth one, let us consider a plus b the whole cube. From square, let us go for this cube. I can write the expansion as a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3b square a. Similarly, the fifth one, I can get a minus b the whole cube. What is that a minus b whole cube? Similarly, a cube, but minus b cube minus 3a square b plus 3b square a. So these are some of the commonly used formulae of algebra, and we are using these formula or formulae in physics. Then the next one, you might have studied about the quadratic equations. You might have studied about the quadratic equations. What are the quadratic equations that we have to consider? So let us consider about the quadratic equation. So the heading is considered to be quadratic. I am taking the quadratic equation. See which equation we are calling it out as the quadratic equation. Let us consider the equation. An algebraic equation in the form of second order x equation. Okay, let us consider like this. The algebraic equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is a second order quadratic equation. Is called as second order quadratic equation. See, if you are solving this equation, you can able to get its roots. See, in this, let us consider the letter A. It is called to be the coefficient of x square. Similarly, bx. So what is b? B we can say it as coefficient of what? Coefficient of x. Then what is C? C is a constant. C is a numerical constant. So we can get the solution for this quadratic equation. The solution is given by, the solution of the quadratic equation is given by the solution of the above quadratic equation is, see, I have to get the roots, that is x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. You might have studied it. See, the solution of the above quadratic equation is, we can get two values. One is x is equal to minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, and another one is minus b minus of root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Combined together, I have written it as a single form, that x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So this equation, or this is the solution for the above quadratic equation. Okay. What is the next one? The next one is binomial theorem, or we can say it out as binomial expression. See how you can able to expand binomially. What is that? Let us consider. So we are going to consider about binomial expression or binomial theorem. What do you mean by this? Binomial expression or binomial theorem? See, I can consider a value. What is that value? I am taking 1 plus x whole power of n. What is the expression for this? When I can apply this binomial expression means, here the value of x is less than 1. Value of x is very small, or we can say it as less than 1. And the power n, and the power that I have written here, n, is any number, is of any number. So, is of any number. For example, if I am having 1 plus some value 0.1, 0.2 or 0.05 whole to the power of 8 or 10, like that, then the simplification process can be done easily with the help of binomial expression. So how I can write the expansion for this? 1 plus x whole power n is equal to, first of all I have to write 1 plus, take the power and multiply it with the x component. So you get nx. This is the first term. Then plus. Then you have to write n into n minus 1 into x. Instead of n, first of all I have written n. Now with n, I have to multiply it with n minus 1. But instead of x, I have to put x square. Higher terms of x whole divided by 2 factorial. What do you mean by this? I will explain. Similarly, plus, what is the third term? The next term is higher power of x, so x cube. Then I have to write n into n minus 1, what I have already written. Then another quantity, n minus 2. The power on the x cube whole divided by, since this is a third term, I am writing it as 3 factorial. Actually, here I have to write 1 factorial. 1 factorial is equal to 1. So I have neglecting that and I am writing the higher powers. Like this, the term goes on. And finally, you can write it out as n into n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4, n minus n, x power n divided by what? Divided by n factorial. Like this it is going on. Okay. So, what is this 2 factorial? where I can write what is this 2 factorial. 2 factorial is nothing but 2 into 1. What is 3 factorial? 3 factorial is 3 into 2 into 1. See, if I am considering the next one, 4 factorial, n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3, x power 4 divided by 4 factorial. Then it is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 and so on and so on. See, if it is going on like this, how I can write it in general? In general, what is the value for n factorial? So, I can write in general n factorial is equal to n into n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, like this it is going on. This we are calling it out as the factorial of n, or I can say it out as n factorial. See, while applying it in practical cases, since the value of x is very small, while simplifying, the terms with higher powers of x will be neglected. See, let us consider this as a note. See, what note I have to consider? See, the note that I have to consider is, if the value of x is small, that is what we will be applying in physics regarding this quantity alone. This note alone will be applied. If x is small, then the other terms, or we can write, then the terms with higher powers of x, terms with higher powers of x can be neglected. That is, x's first term alone will be taken, neglecting the higher powers. For example, if I am writing 1 plus x to the power n, I can write only the first term, 1 plus xn. See, the next one, n into n minus 1 into x square divided by 2 factorial. That is neglected. The higher powers always, all the higher powers will be neglected because the values will be very, very small. Similarly, if you are getting the formula like this, 1 minus x to the power of n, then what will be the value? 1 minus of, take this n to the before that of x, so we can write 1 minus of n into x. Similarly, if you are considering 1 plus x to the power of minus n, how you can write? Let us neglect the higher terms, only the first term. Then 1, when this minus n is taken prior to this x, plus into minus, you will be getting minus n of x. Similarly, if you are getting 1 minus x whole power minus n, then the first term is 1. Minus into minus will become plus. Then you are multiplying, you will be getting it as x. So 1 plus n into x. This we are considering it as some of the important formulae that we are commonly using from algebra in physics. This we are considering it as the fourth basic concept regarding the application of mathematics in physics. The next mathematical application is a trigonometry, that we shall see it in our next video. Thank you.